Hello, Chelsea FC fans. Let me adjust the camera. Today, we are going to be going into what I would like to call Americanizing Chelsea FC. Okay, I'm American, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I gotta Americanize the beautiful team a little bit just because I can. Okay, we're going to be going into, if you know what this is, a March Madness style bracket. Okay, it's for college basketball. There's normally 64 teams in the tournament. We're only doing 32 Chelsea players. Surprisingly, we actually didn't have 64 players. When I was making this, I was very surprised at that fact. One player goes up against the next, aka the first game would be Enzo versus Mamadou Sarr. We might as well just jump straight into this. In the first match, we got a tough subject, Enzo Fernandez versus Mamadou Sarr. We'll talk about him, in the first round, and as we go on from that, we'll kind of ramp up things a bit. Enzo Fernandez, okay, hot topic. Most likely going to go to Madrid at this point. I'd rather just offload him. He's not helping the team at all. Cucurella wants him to go as well. I saw that yesterday. Let's just get him out while we have the chance. I don't want the saga to go on forever and ever. I'd rather him just go. Mamadou Sarr, the only thing I've really noticed about him was I was excited when he was coming in after he played a whole 120 minutes in the AFCON Cup of Nations. But besides that, he's been on the bench pretty much his entire Chelsea career. So the first round, we're going to have to go with Enzo Fernandez. Next game, Solina versus Jorel Hato. It's going to be Hato. Solina, we're going to get rid of for about 10 million. That's about all I can say about him. Jorel Hato, been great towards the end of the year when Cucurella started to suck fucking butt cheeks. It's obviously going to be Hato in the next round. Hopefully next season he can improve and play left wing back, left center back. We'll kind of see how that goes. Next game, Andre Santos versus Gusto. I picked Gusto for this because he's been here for 3 years. Yes, he kind of sucked in his last year, but again, with a grain of salt, everybody did. Santos, though, we mostly knew him for being good when he was at Strasbourg. And since he's been at Chelsea, he just hasn't even, I feel like, played that much. So we're going to have to go for Gusto. And we might sell Gusto. It's crazy for 75 million. We got Gusto moving on. Next game, Reece James versus Garnacho. It's going to be Reece James. I think that's so obvious. Who knows if Garnacho's even going to be here next year? He was poop salad. Let's just move on from that. Dario Asugo, Caicedo. Caicedo is going to win that and go on to the next round. Obviously, it's my GOAT, Caicedo Asugo. He was hurt pretty much all year. We didn't really see him that much. I think he could be a great backup for Caicedo. Funny enough, they play in the first round because, I randomly generated this with AI because I could. Yeah, Caicedo, we all know he's levels ahead of him. Great player. Let's move on. We got a fourth choice goalkeeper in here, Hilson, against Nicholas Jackson. Never heard of the goalkeeper. It's going to be Nicholas Jackson. It's weird with Nicholas Jackson. I got a devil on the shoulder being like, oh my god, red card against Newcastle, get him out. Red card against Fluminense, get him out. He sucks. He misses every single chance he has. Oh my god, he's terrible. He looks ugly. His hair sucks. He wants to be a Michael Jackson. Let me chill. And then we got this angel on this shoulder being like, I like Nicholas Jackson. I think he can be a good backup, and I really do think that. But if he's going to keep missing chances, again, if he comes in this preseason, whatever, we'll see what Xabi Alonso does with him. If he keeps missing chances, bro, just get him out. But he's going to move on to the next round for us here. Next up, we got Marco Palestra, the main man, the new signing. The here we go for about 45, 50, 55 million. I don't even know. I don't care. Fastest player in the Serie A. Serie A Defensive Player of the Year. Inter Milan were in for him, and Inter Milan fans were pissed that he's coming to 10th place Chelsea. 10th place Chelsea, by the way, apparently have a better pool when Xabi Alonso calls than the Italian champions versus Trevor Chalobah. We're going to have to go with Trevor Chalobah to win it. Trevor's been here longer. You know, he's unfortunately probably going to be a pure profit sale this summer, maybe to an Inter Milan, maybe to a Como. We'll have to see. I don't know if Como have the funds for that, even though they are a Champions League team. But again, Trevor Chalobah's been here longer. He's done more for the club in general. Obviously, Marco Palestra hasn't even been to the club. He hasn't even been to London. So we're going to go Trevor Chalobah into the next round. Next match, Jermaine Cole, Jermaine Palmer, Jermaine. The GOAT versus Mark Gui. I don't fucking know how to say his last name. I swear to God, the only thing we hear from Mark Gui is how to pronounce his last name, and I swear we bought him for 6 million just so he could model shirts on our official website. That's pretty much it. Cole Palmer, great first year, struggling the next 2 years, but it's Cole flipping Palmer. Of course, he's going to move on into the next round. Let's move. Badiashile versus Roberto Sanchez. We got to go with Sanchez. Kind of sucked in his first-ish year. A little better last year. Really good this year until the tail end. Again, grain of salt. Everybody was fucking terrible. Sanchez is going to be Badiashile. Excuse me. Badiashile is bad. Okay, it's in his name. He can be a backup if he wants to be for the season, but I want to see him play in like 4 games all season if he's going to be a backup. But if he's willing to do that, hey, keep him around, whatever. Moving on, Sanchez into the next round. Josh Achimpong versus Jorgensen. Jorgensen, PSG. Josh is going to move on. It's as simple as that. Josh has, I've mentioned it before. I think this is going to be a make or break season for him. I think it needs to be. Like, I got to sit up for this one. Josh, I think he could be a great player. Love him, but I don't know. The managers, are right. They know more than we do. And for some reason, Josh ain't playing. So there's got to be a reason why he ain't playing. I really have no idea. But he's going to move into the next round. Esteval versus Tosin. Tosin, thank you very much. You are a great free signing, I think. But it's going to have to be Esteval. We know that. The potential on that man is beautiful. Into the next round, he goes. New signing Barco. We got Marco and Barco on the 2 wings against Pedro Neto. I am going to go with Neto on this one because he's been here longer. Scored that 1 hat trick against like Wolves. Congrats. Thank you very much. Hasn't been great besides that. Let's just be honest. But Barco hasn't even played for the club. It's going to be Neto. Neto gets a first easy game in this March Madness bracket. Okay, next we got Joao Pedro versus Liam Delap. Liam Delap, I've already crossed out his name because I don't like him at all. When Delap came in, oh my god, I could talk about this for like 10 minutes. When Delap came in, I thought he was going to be great. I was so happy for him. I'm like, bro, why are we getting Joao Pedro when we have a Liam Delap? It's crazy saying that now, but I'm like, we just bought a striker. Why are we going to get another one? Excuse me. Thank Glizzy Gobbler God we did. And that is why Joao Pedro will be moving into the next round. Easy as that. Another striker, Amiga versus Lavia. It's going to be Lavia. Amiga, haven't seen him do anything. He's already got problems with the Strasbourg fans. I think it's going to be a one and done for him. I don't think he's going to be good. I'm really scared for him because I think us as fans might be absolutely brutal to him. But Lavia's going to go into the next round. Lavia's hurt every single day of the week. We know that. But, I mean, he's had a better Chelsea career than Amiga because Amiga ain't even been here. Next thing on the list, Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill, of course, is going to move on. Great defender. Think he's going to be amazing. Don't need to speak anymore about it. Fofana, Jamie Gittins. It's going to be Fofana into the next round for me. Jamie Gittins, another one of those players, didn't do fuck all. Thanks for the goal against Wolves. We move on. Fofana hasn't been great either. Better player at the end of the day. We move on. Now we are into the second round. This is where it starts to get a little more interesting, but we're going to go through it quicker now. Enzo Fernandez versus Joao Hato. Enzo Fernandez. Enzo, at the end of the day, has done more for Chelsea. Gusto versus Reece James. Of course, we're going to go Reece James. Caicedo versus Jackson. Of course, we're going to go Caicedo. Trevor Chalobah or Palmer. Of course, we're going to go Palmer. On to the other side. Sanchez versus Josh. I'm going Sanchez. Josh has great potential, but again, we just haven't seen him consistently play, and Sanchez has just done more overall, aka Sanchez's game against PSG. Thank you very much. Esteval versus Neto. I think at this point they're on the same level. I mean, Esteval's a little better, but like on the same level just in terms of skill. Esteval has more potential. Ballon d'Or clause in a stupid ass contract, which is hilarious to me. Esteval's always going to move on. Pedro Neto, Lavia. Pedro Neto's moving on. Lavia's injured ass. Get out of here. Levi Colwill, Fofana. It's Colwill. So obvious. Into the third round. We're moving quickly now. Enzo Fernandez versus Reece James. I'm picking Reece James again. Enzo in the past year has definitely been better, but overall, Reece, club captain, whatever. Enzo's going to leave. Get out. Thanks for the 80 million. I love you. I'll probably shed a tear over you, but goodbye. Caicedo over Palmer. I'm going Caicedo over Palmer because Palmer had a great first year. Besides that, what else has he really done? He was I mean, he was dreadful this season for Cole Palmer standards. No thanks. We need him to be better under Xavi. Moving on from that again, Caicedo in the next round, Sanchez over Esteval. I'm going Sanchez again. I understand protecting him because he ended up getting hurt, but man, when Enzo Maresca would play him like once a month, oh my gosh, I would lose my mind. But we're gonna go Sanchez again. Thanks for the game against PSG. Pretty simply the only reason why he's above Esteval. Joao Pedro versus Levi Colwill. We're going Joao Pedro. Colwill's great. I think he's a great player. But with Levi Colwill, it's more like he's really good, but I think the reason why Chelsea fans maybe overhype him is because he was out all last season, or yeah, last season, this season, whatever you want to say. And so I think it made us realize how much we missed him, but it doesn't mean I think he's better than Joao Pedro. And I think Joao Pedro will continue his amazing form. So I think it's as simple as that. Now we're down to the American money matches, the final four. Well, let's get into it here. This doesn't mean it's the best four players, because of course I'd pick Palmer over Sanchez. Reece James versus Caicedo. I'm going Reece James. Again, Champions League winner. I feel like he's the man. I gotta go with him. He'll stay here for the rest of his life, probably. Reece James in the final. Sanchez versus Joao Pedro. I'm going Joao Pedro, just potential, how good he was this season. And so in the final, I have Reece James versus Pedro. Drum roll, please, even though we don't really need one. It is Reece James. Let's keep it simple. The captain, the boyhood captain, the GOAT, my man, the man who never leaves and everybody else leaves. 12th place finish, 10th place finish. He's still here. It's as simple as that. We don't need to speak about it anymore.